and welcome to Rob's Rogues, and happy 2014. Yay! Woohoo! Yeah, I'm a little late. Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks for tuning in and checking into Rob's Rogues in 2013. Welcome my new subscribers. Thank you very much. It's been a busy 2014 already. The end of 2013, my wife had gotten the flu and was out of commission for a while. And then towards the end of 2013, I decided to break a tooth, and it turned out I needed a root canal. So, yeah, moment of silence for my tooth. No, yeah, that sucked. The root canal itself wasn't that bad. It was the next morning. I actually had the root canal done 2 days ago, but, you know, trying to schedule something like that, it was a couple weeks before New Year's, and they're like, well, we can't do anything till the 27th of January. And I'm like, oh, jeez. So I was able actually to get in a couple weeks earlier to get that done, about almost 2 weeks earlier. So my dentist kind of looked at it, did a quick little patchwork, and you have to go to a periodontist, if I'm saying that right. My dentist can't do the root canal, so you have to go to somebody else, and then he does the root canal. Well, guy number 2 was booked, so I was a little bit of a pain in a while, the tooth constantly throbbing and all this other stuff. So I didn't feel like making any videos. I was all set to do my best of 2013 action figure and things that I liked in 2013 review. It's all set up upstairs, which after this I will officially film. So I didn't do a whole lot other than whine and mope that my tooth hurts. So I was at a very small minimal for doing, but as you can tell now, my mouth is working just fine, and I'm talking a mile a minute. So thank you for tuning in, and this is going to be the update and kind of what's coming up in 2014. The first and the biggest news is we're doing the 4th episode, count them 1, 2, 3, 4, of the Rogues Show. I've been real happy and glad to do this with some of my YouTube friends, and it's kind of nice that we're kind of settling in a little bit. Of course, the cast of characters that we've had so far, Automatica will be back on, so it'll be great to have Olivia. ODC, that's me. Anthony will be here. Stu Murray 47 is going to make a second appearance on the Rogue Show. And for the first time on the Rogue Show, I think everybody knows this guy, Chapman Films is going to be here. And what we're going to talk about is I wrote it here on my little dry erase board, the best and not so best of 2013. And it's going to be a grab bag of everything that we've liked from the year, things that we want to see, our favorite action figures, comic books, movies we're excited about, things that we bought that we're like, why did I buy this junk? Or this is a dog vomit. Jason. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun show. That is going to be, make sure I read this right, Saturday, January 25th. That's a week from tomorrow from when I'm shooting this, and this will be uploaded, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would be Ohio time, or basically where I live. Everybody's pretty much in about the same time zone, with the exception of Stu. I think it'll be 9 o'clock p.m. for him when we're doing this, so we tried to not make it really late in the day for us. Oh, we'll do an evening show for us, kind of like a primetime TV, which will be like 6 o'clock in the morning for Stu. So it's going to be 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and if you're like me, looking out my window right now, it's snowing like crazy. So what else do you have better to do on a Saturday than get in front of the tube, or the YouTube, and watch the Rogue Show? So again, we'll have ODC, that's me, Automatica, Stu Murray 47, and Chapman Films. He will be making his first appearance on here, and we can kind of pick his brain and talk to him just about anything. It's going to be 2013 as a whole. So hopefully you tune in January 25th, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or if you're in the United States, that's Ohio, Indiana, Georgia, Florida, that whole range. So, Rogue Show, 25th, 3 p.m. So now some other updates that I have here. First off, I want to share, you know what I mean. My Christmas haul. I didn't do one with, with my wife being sick, kind of helping take care care of her. She's on the mend now, so that's good. And then with my broken tooth, I didn't feel like talking and doing a video and being like, okay, here's what I got for Christmas. It's that. So I'm gonna do it now. So hopefully you'll like it. My wife has been always Betty good to me. I said I'd like a little flash drive. Not that people use flash drive much anymore, but you know, kind of put things, transfer from one computer to the other. So she got me this, a Robin Tim Drake flash drive. She got this off the DC collectibles page, a 4 gigabyte mini bot. I haven't opened this guy up yet, but I think you could put it in the computer and yes, you could save stuff. But he comes preloaded with his own backgrounds that are Robin in the mini bot size, so I thought that was pretty cool of her to pick that up. Didn't know if it warrants actually doing a review of, if I open it up, or when I open it up, and if I put it in and it kind of looks cool, I may do that. But I thought that was pretty cool. Got a Robin flash drive. She also picked me up Batman Death of the Family. Spoilers here, if anybody doesn't want to see this, there's a slip cover here that they designed. So ready? Spoilers, if you don't want to see it, turn and look away. You get to see what is under the Joker's face, drawn by Greg Capullo. Ready? 3, 2. Really kind of gross, huh? Okay, spoiler over. I picked up the series as it was coming out in the individual issues. These are just the Batman issues. There's a one for all the tie-in issues, or you can buy just the Nightwing issues and then get the last issue of Batman, and so on and so forth with all the books. But as this was coming out in graphic novel in the trades, Scott Snyder got to talking like, well, his first original draft was a little bit darker, and he kind of changed some of it for the newsstand versions. And thought, well, DC's probably gonna shun the idea, say, oh, that's a little too graphic. And DC was like, oh, that's great. So the outcome doesn't change, but a lot of the Joker's dialogue is different in here, or I wouldn't say a lot of it. There's some chunks that are different that it could be a little bit more graphic, or just in the manner that he's saying things has changed. So I haven't gotten all the way through this yet, but this is something this is something I liked in 2013. I liked this, so it was kind of cool that my wife picked this up for me. And we were listening to Fat Man on Batman with Kevin Smith, and Capullo and Snyder were talking about the trade coming out and some of the changes that they made to the trade. So she jotted that down and was like, okay, I'm going to get this for Rob. So very cool. This shirt that you're seeing here, may have to get close into the camera. If you watch The Big Bang Theory, this is a shirt that Sheldon wore. As you can see, is a big fan of Batman and Robin. They don't appear on here. So you got Firestorm, Martian Manhunter, Green Arrow, Dr. Fate, and Red Tornado right there. I just thought it was a cool looking shirt, and a couple episodes Sheldon had worn this shirt on The Big Bang Theory. And I think you can go to t-shirts Sheldon wears on Big Bang Theory, or Sheldon in a t-shirt. If I can find the link, I'll put it down here. My wife has it, so maybe I'll have to go to her computer and look it up. But all the shirts that Sheldon wears in the show, it gives you a link to go buy that, and she clicked on a link and was able to get this shirt. So I think she actually got it through Warner Brothers DC, so you can, I think it's called Justice League 2 is the official title of the shirt if you want to try and find it. If anybody knows why this particular group is together, was there like a Justice League 2 that this was the core member of that Justice League? I just thought it was kind of cool, so I like the color scheme. So my Robin mug here, the pint glass, I guess. Always have to get something Robin. And as I'm looking at my stuff right now, I don't have my robe. She got me a Robin robe. I think I will slip in the picture of the robe so you can see me in it. It's kind of like a bathrobe, or my smoking jacket. And Olivia has said when we do the Rogue Show that I should be wearing that and kind of sitting there like a Hugh Hefner, like, hi, welcome to the Rogue Show. So maybe I'll wear it. Some stuff that I picked up today. I don't pick up a lot of Marvel stuff, as I said, I'm trying to do Robin and more DC. But something I did pick up was this, the Iron Man Mark 42 action figure. And what was cool about it, I got it at a store called Meijer, which it's more in the eastern part of the United States, up northern eastern, Ohio, Indiana, that type of thing. There are some sporadically throughout, but it's more like a mid-eastern type of store. It's basically like Walmart, Target, Kmart, if you have those type of stores. You can find all the same thing in both. They're MEIJER. You can go to MEIJER.com and you can see what they have if you want to see it. Walmart wears blue, Meijer wears red. There you go. But anyway, they marked this down to, I don't know if you can see it, it says $7.49. So I thought, all right, I'll pick up the Mark 42 for $7.49. I think that'll be a pretty good. So I have the Iron Man Avengers. Iron Man, I can't remember which mark that is for the movie. I may slip this one in its place with the other Avengers that I have. So I thought this was cool. For, $8, it's not bad to pick up a figure. I also picked up Sinestro for $7.49. Also, they were discounting it. Meijer seems to be a little late in getting some of their action figures and toys and things. Sometimes they get them right on release date, and other times it's like a month or two late. And this whole entire wave was a giant peg warmer. They sat at the $16, $15 mark and just stayed there. And then once they dropped it down to $8, people started buying them left and right, because most people at this point had already had this whole entire wave. So somebody like me that's like, well, I have a Sinestro in his classic costume, but I don't have a Sinestro like this, and if he goes on sale, I'll buy him. I bought him. Which kind of brings me to something else I have here. I'm kind of about at the end of my Mattel buying, thanks to Chapman Films out there, which I'll thank him for personally on the Rogue Show. An unboxing that you saw a few videos back, he sent me Ocean Master and Phantom Stranger when I received Richard's Superman to review. And he gave this to me as an early Christmas gift. And I had also picked up, back in September at the Ohio Comic Con, I picked up Lex Luthor and the Crime Stopper Batman, I think that's what it was. The traditional Batman, the blue with the black part of the cowl. And so I thought about doing kind of like almost a final Mattel review and then kind of maybe show my whole Mattel collection. I'd still really like to get Damian Robin, which is supposed to come out in the third quarter of 2014, but I'm hoping to be able to get him early through eBay, kind of like Hook Hand Aquaman, Connor Kent Superboy, which I'd also like to try and pick that one up. And then I think, is it Ice or Fire that was released? So hopefully Damian will hit early enough this year that I can pick him up and not have to spend the $30 or $40. But if I have to, I will, because I really want the Damian figure. So I'll get more into the Mattel talk once I start doing my Mattel series of figures. So you can look forward to Sinestro's review during that portion. Also, this time last year, I did a series for Batman the Animated Series where I went through all my animated series figures until, I didn't have any more. Well, if you remember, Maxwell sent me this giant box last year, and it's been a while, and I really apologize, Maxwell, for not getting to it. I kept saying, oh, I'll review it, the review's coming, and then life happens and you start getting other things and, I want to review this, and then my computer dies, I buy a new computer, and then I started realizing it's almost going to be exactly a year since I did the first batch of Batman Animated Series. So officially this month, and probably more the beginning of February, we will go back to the Batman Animated Series and look at all those wonderful things that Maxwell sent me. So it'll be kind of nice, like 1 year later, I get to add a whole bunch of more things to my collection. So thank you, Maxwell. Sorry it's taken so long, but there's some really, really great stuff that he sent me, and we'll take a look at all those each individually. I think for those of you that saw the unboxing that he sent me, I was just like a kid in the candy store. I was like, oh my gosh. So we've got that coming up. Also looking at my dry erase board here, I have started a podcast called Robin Everyone Loves the Drake, and it's over at the BatmanUniverse.net. It's going to be eventually on iTunes, but you have to have 4 current podcasts before the iTunes feed becomes active. So there'll be a link to my Facebook page, and I have a hot link that directs you to the Batman universe, that you can click on the episode, you can hear it over at the Batman universe, and eventually you'll be able to download it from iTunes, or you can download it straight from the BatmanUniverse.net. And it's a Tim Drake Robin comic book podcast where I'm obviously talking about Tim Drake going through his origin story, and I'm currently getting ready to record the third part of Batman Year 3, where Tim makes his first official appearance in the Batman universe, and then eventually we will be into the Robin ongoing series. I kind of want to end this, make sure I've shown everything here. I'm sure some people have these in their local mall or shopping center, whatever you call it. In my mall, that seems to be kind of losing stores left and right. I think we're going to get a new mall. But anyway, right around Christmas time, there's usually a kiosk or a store that's not being used where you'll have a store that'll come in that sells calendars and games and that type of stuff. And sometimes they'll have action figures and other little things. So this, I can't remember what the store is called. I think it's Calendars Are Us or something like that. And so they are generally selling a lot of this type of stuff, the new 2014 calendars and all that, or whatever the current year is, for about 3 months. Well, the tail end of, or the beginning part of January, once everybody's bought all their stuff for 2014, they start knocking the price off everything to hopefully sell as much stuff as they can, so they're not sitting on all this, inventory. So I went up and I bought me a calendar. A calendar, an Injustice Gods Among Us calendar, and this current month Batman is the current hero on the front of the calendar. And I picked this up, 50% off, and it's originally $5.99, so you can do the math. It was a little over $2 for this. And this was something that I also really liked in 2013, is doing these blind type of bags and packages and not knowing exactly what's going to be in here. Could be I'd always say, oh, I hope Robin's in here, or I hope such and such is in here. There are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Batmen you can get, 3 Batgirls, 2 Catwoman, 6 Jokers, 2 Penguins, or 1 Riddler. So it wasn't anything like, oh, I definitely have to have it. They were clearancing stuff out, $2. I spent $2 on a bottle of pop. So maybe that's why I have the root canal. Anyway, so I thought this may be kind of fun to kind of end the update section of the video. And normally we're all in tight and we can kind of see what this is. But again, I thought this would be kind of cool to end the review and see if I don't even know, I don't think I want anybody. I thought this would be something kind of cute to kind of throw up on the computer and see. I guess I'll let you see the back of this. Let me get the cellophane off of here. Way to be professional, Rob. You have a YouTube channel. You have some new subscribers, and you're like, this guy isn't... Bear with me. So, here, you have like a Heath Ledger style Joker. Then there's some cartoon style Jokers. Penguin. We'll kind of get in tight here. All the different little figurines that there are. So you have some like movie versions, cartoon versions, blue Batman, black Batman. So let's just see what this is. I don't know if it's a box and a bag or he's just sitting loose in here. I think it's the Penguin. Hey, it's the Penguin. All right. 2 penguins out of the bunch. You have one smiling and one not smiling. So there is a 1 in 18 chance of getting this. Wow. One of the Batmans there's a 1 in 144 chance of getting, and there's a Joker that's a 1 in 144 chance of getting. A couple of Batmans is a 1 in 72 chance, so yeah, you'll have that. But they don't do anything. I don't think there's any. Oh, there's articulation. I am totally wrong. So his head rotates. And yeah, that's it. So he'll just kind of set on the desk. And my wife saw it. She's like, I really hope you get the Penguin. She likes the Penguin. So, hey, babe, you're right. The Penguin was in here. So, really kind of cool. Thanks for checking out Rob's Rogues. Let me set the Penguin down here. Like I said, I've got a bunch of stuff coming up. There's some Batman Arkham Origins figures that I'm getting. I should have had Harley Quinn from DC Collectibles Suicide Squad. For whatever reason, my comic book shop did not get their shipment of their extra stuff. They got their comic books this week, but they didn't get their action figures and some other things. So my Harley Quinn's floating around the stratosphere somewhere. So hopefully she shows up. Again, I've got some Mattel figures, some DC UC stuff coming up, and then officially the Batman animated series action figure reviews. Round 2 will start here probably in a week or so, probably after the Rogue show, which will probably be the 1st of February, so you can look forward to that. And plus everything else, some podcast news, and more episodes of the Rogue show, hopefully. And then your normal stuff that you'll find here on Rob's Rogues. So thanks for checking out Rob's Rogues. I have an unboxing video that I just shot before this one that I kind of talk about doing this before. So Stu Murray 47 sent me something in a late Christmas gift. So thank you, Stu. You'll be able to see what that is. And immediately after I pause this camera, I will show you the last thing my wife got me, the big Christmas gift, which will go right into what Stu sent me. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. In just a second, you'll see the big Christmas gift my wife got me. All right, thanks. Here is the big gift, and I'm sure you could probably figure out what this is. And my wife really surprised me. I did not think I would be getting this. It is the Eagle Moss DC Comics chessboard that I can finally put all of my chess pieces on. And what also makes this really special is my wife wasn't sure where to pick this up. So whom do you think she contacted to say, hey, I want to get this for Rob, but I have no idea where to pick it up? Stu Murray 47. So my wife got on my Facebook account, got into YouTube or whatever, and found Stu Murray 47 on Facebook and said, hey, this is Mrs. Rob's Rogues, and I'd like to get Rob this. How do I go about doing it? And Stu so graciously sent her to Entertainment Earth, and I'm thinking, well, honey, I could have told you that. But she surprised me, so when I opened this up, I was like, how did you get this? She's like, oh, a little birdie or a little Superman told me where to get it. So thank you, Stu, for sending her to Entertainment Earth to pick this up. So very cool to have all of these, the chess pieces that I currently have. There's the good side here. Go through them really quick. The ones that I currently have, there's Red Robin, Batman, Nightwing. Her review is coming up. There's the question. Stu sent me this one, so here's the first time she's making an appearance. There's Commissioner Gordon and Alfred. Stu already sent me this one as well. A Batwing. I'm losing track there. And then on the bad side, we've got Mr. Freeze, Hush, Red Hood, Black Mask, the Penguin, and Man-Bat. And the next video you're going to probably see right after this is something that Stu sent me that, like I said, has to do with the chessboard. I'm deciding to turn this into not only just a Batman chessboard from Eagle Moss, but a Justice League chessboard as well. So I'll have like Shazam, Superman, Green Arrow, Lex Luthor, and Cheetah and whomever else kind of intermix, and I'm going to cherry pick which heroes and villains I'm going to put on the chessboard from this point on. All the empty spaces that you see, I'm just going to kind of choose. Do I want to go with the Batman side, or do I want to go with the Justice League side? So I think I want my king to be Lex Luthor, and I'm going to make the Joker, I probably want to get the Joker as well, but I'll have the Joker be the knight. So this was the big gift, and my wife just really surprised me this year. Thank you so very much, hon, for hooking me up. Some of you also out there in YouTube land had sent me some wonderful Christmas gifts, and I did unboxing of those already, with the exception of Stu's. His is coming up next, which, my friend, you didn't have to do that. You've already done so very much. But thanks for checking into this update video. Like I said, make sure to tune in to next Saturday, January 25th, for episode 4 of the Rogues show, where we will be adding Chapman Films to the roster, and we're going to be talking about the best and the not so best of 2013 and what we're looking for in 2014. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.